What's up, guys? Um, Back with another hunt. It's kind of weird because right now I'm in the middle of a different hunt up by where I am. Got a couple decent bucks, but besides that, um, I have an amazing opportunity this weekend. It's a 1 day hunt. I believe it's a 1 day hunt unless I get there early. But hopefully I can hit it morning and night. I'm going out to Door County to hunt a field. It's a pretty nice field. Um, should be corn. I'm not super positive yet. It's either corn or alfalfa, I believe. But super stoked. Um, if you know what Door County is, just mainly fields. There's everybody there that hunts. Well, not everybody, but a lot of guys, since they own big farms, a lot of land, like to leave bucks to get bigger, right? They don't want to just go out there and shoot small deer, unless it's their kids or whatever. But that's why I'm super stoked for this. Um, there should be some decent deer there. I know there's some huge deer, but it kind of just plays on the 1 day. It's unfortunate it's 1 day, but hey, 1 day is better than none. So, also, today is November 5th, so I'm super stoked about that. Um, the rut is like, it's starting. It's starting pretty hard. Um, a couple people I know up where I hunt, a little north, but they told me today actually that they've seen multiple bucks chasing does as they're hunting, and they're out in the distance in the field, whatever. But they're out there. They're not worrying about people as much. They're just worried about that doe. So I'm super excited for that. It'll be November 8th, the day that I hunt. Hopefully morning and night. And yeah, I'm super stoked to have you guys come along with me. Hopefully we can harvest a decent buck. Who knows? But no matter what, I'm so grateful to be out there in God's creation. Super grateful to just be out there with myself, and just hopefully I can just take it all in, and maybe we get lucky and get that cherry on top with a nice deer tagged. But no matter what, really appreciate the opportunity, and I wanted to bring you guys along with me. So yeah, it should be good, and I'll see you in a couple days. 6 or an 8 come about 5 yards from me, but I'm completely buried in that grass that I could not, obviously get a shot off at him. I think he got my scent because he just bolted off that way. But basically, we've seen a lot of deer. Maybe it was a bad decision that I moved. I'm probably gonna move back for the next 2 hours. I don't know. But I'm very thankful that I get to see these deer. And yeah, I was getting frustrated. I was getting a little frustrated. I shouldn't be getting frustrated because I get to be out in this beautiful land of Door County and see all these awesome deer. When I go back home, I'm not gonna see deer. I'm not gonna see a deer for jack crap. So I'm very thankful. I'm just, I was like, dang man, like $3, 3 shooter bucks. But you know what? That's the way it is. It's only 8 o'clock right now, so anything can happen. Anything can happen, right? I'm just really thankful, and it's awesome to be out here. It really is a blessing from God that I got to see those deer, because I would have been stoked to just see a doe. Honestly, I'm stoked to just see a doe. I don't know if y'all are, but when I see a doe, I just, I start shaking like it's a big buck. But no matter what happens, I'm thankful I just get to be here. I was just like wondering, like, man, why aren't these deer coming in? Because I'm using my gun call. I don't think I'm using it too much. And, when they get, decently like 50 yards or something like that, then I hit it. They always look, and then the 8-pointer, I think it was, dark 8-point, he started to come by me, and I didn't, and then I stopped. I stopped running, I didn't want to mess it up. So then he just started walking away, so I hit it again, and I hit my snort reason. He was just not having it. But yeah, besides the point, it can still happen. We can still get it done. But it's 8 o'clock. Thankful to be out here. But yeah, so we've seen quite a bit of deer so far. Hopefully we can stick an arrow on one in the next hour, but we'll see. So yeah. Alright, we're back at the house. And I know some of you are gonna be like, why did you post this video? You didn't even shoot a deer. Well, I wanted to show you that you're not always gonna shoot a deer, right? And I'm sorry I wasted your time, but I want to tell you what I got out of this. I ultimately bow hunting. I was talking to my grandpa, and he's a very experienced bow hunter. He's shot, serious, over 75 bucks. He's got a lot of deer on his belt. But he was talking about bow hunting and what you get out of it, right? Bow hunting is a great sport. And I got to see an awesome thing, right? I got to see those bucks. I got to see that one buck actually chase a doe, which is awesome. And it just shows, like, even though I didn't get a deer, I want to tell you guys, like, when you're out there, appreciate the moment. Even if you don't get the biggest buck, right? Even if you don't see a deer at all. I understand it's really frustrating sometimes. Personally, I'm at this spot right now. I've hunted it 6 times, morning, night, mainly nights, but I haven't seen a deer. I've heard some deer way 150 yards away from me, but like 100% they're a deer. They're walking through water, but I don't see them. I'm wondering, like, man, like, what's going on? I got them on camera. A couple were daylighting. I had a couple spikes, or actually, it was a fork that was daylighting, and I was like, what's going on? Like, why aren't these deer coming in? I went yesterday for the rod, and just nothing was happening. But in that situation, you learn, oh, you know what? I gotta move. You know, I should have learned that a little bit earlier. I should have done a little more research, and that's not my fault. But that's on my fault. But I learned from going to Door County how these deer kind of move. You know, they kind of funnel. Obviously, the first doe that I showed you guys, the does that I showed you, those are the first deer that came out. And every single buck that came out, or every single doe that came out after that, followed the exact same trail as they did. Right, they can smell each other. They know where it's safe. They're not going to go through the cut grass that was in front of me. It's unfortunate. But next time I go out there next year, hopefully I can go there next year, I'm going to learn, right? I learned from that. They're not going to be in the cut grass. They're going to be in the tall grass where they're safe. So I'm going to move that stand closer, you know, another, 30 feet to the right of me where I probably could have had a shot. So anyway, guys, I'm sorry for wasting your time if you think I wasted your time, but I wanted to let you know, even if it's not working out, right? Even if something isn't going your way in hunting, look at it from a different perspective. Learn from it, and then take advantage of that knowledge and figure out what you need to do to accomplish your goal. And it's kind of hard for me to show you this with a one-day hunt. Like, I'm super lucky to be able to see those deer, all those deer, on a one-day hunt. Like, it was awesome. I was just wondering why, why is this happening? Why is no deer coming when all these deer are here, But, take a couple days, whatever. Take a couple nights to figure out how the deer are moving and, what food they're eating and what they're going to just ultimately, like, increase your chances of getting that deer, that doe, that buck, whatever it is. So, thank you for watching very much. Like, I'm sorry I didn't shoot a deer, but I really appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. And yeah, good luck this season.